there's some sort of specific rules of how to eat tacos.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the world's first ever Flavours of 50 Best Brunch. Thank you very much for joining us, and I can promise you, you're in for a splendid evening. We are very, very fortunate to be joined by Santiago Lastra, who is the chef owner of Cole in London, which placed number 73 in the world's 50 best restaurants last year. So, Santi, welcome.
Thank you so much. Very pleased to be here.
No, thank you very much for making the journey over to Abu Dhabi. So, what are you making for everyone tonight?
So tonight we're doing lobster tacos.
Yum.
We just really gently cook the lobster, and then it's glazed with a smoked chili cream, sauerkraut, and is finished with a seabuckthorn berry, the red auction, and sourdough tortillas with some wild herbs, and that's pretty much it.
Lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
Seabuckthorn, that's a funny one.
Yeah, so seabuckthorn is this juice here that is actually, well, it's a berry that is orange color berry, that is actually one of the healthiest juices in the world.
Very nice,
yeah.
very nice.
And it gives this acidity, natural acidity that you can find in the UK and Northern Europe.
Amazing.
So that is what we're going to put in the taco.
So yours is Cole is a Mexican restaurant, but using British ingredients. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So we use inspiration from Mexico and Mexican culture and flavors, and we focus on that. And then what we do is to, let's say, brush that or paint that with ingredients from the UK to represent the seasonality and the amazing things that we can find there, you know?
Amazing. So what's going on the plate there?
So now we start with the sourdough tortilla. So in the north of Mexico, the tortillas are not made with corn, are made with flour, with wheat flour, because corn doesn't grow as much there. So what we do is our version that is sourdough, and then we roll it really, really thin as a flatbread, and to give a really, really interesting texture and a flavor. And then we add some, for an extra crunch and acidity, we add the sauerkraut. And then we have here the pieces of lobster that are just gently cooked.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, we cook
78
them.
degrees, right?
Yeah, that's the secret, but we don't want to tell all the secrets, but yeah, 78 degrees. And then when it reaches that temperature, then you just leave it cooling down. And then when it cools down, you take it out and you prep it. And then you just gently heat it up again. It's important that it doesn't heat up at more than 78 degrees afterwards, you know?
And the other really important thing when you're cooking lobster, you were telling me earlier, is to make sure that it's at room temperature, right?
Yeah, exactly. So then it is very important, so you don't get like this too aggressive shock, you know? And then we have this cream that is made with, it's a type of chili that is called chipotle or smoked jalapeno. So what we do is to mix smoked jalapeno with roasted garlic and mussel powder. You also can use lobster powder or langoustine powder with different offcuts of the flesh of the seafood. Then we add a little bit of sesame.
Is that for crunch or is that for nutty flavor?
Yeah, it's to give this kind of a specific nutty crunch, you know, that is important. And then we're gonna add some of the reduction of the seabuckthorn berry juice. So when you reduce the juice, it kind of tastes like tamarind. It's tart,
sour,
but also,
sweet.
Yeah, sour sweet. So then we add that on top, and then we're gonna finish the dish with the juice of these berries.
Nice.
Because normally the tacos in Mexico, they will be served with lime, with a piece of lime.
Sure.
But instead of that, we use the juice of these berries to finish.
Looks superb. So I think the key piece of information, I've seen lots of people dressed very well tonight. How do I eat the taco without making a mess?
Well, there's some sort of specific rules of how to eat taco. That is, you have to have always the plate underneath and use only one hand. And then you do 90 degrees and 45 degrees head, and then you just go
accurate. So plate
that,
underneath, you know? 45 degrees to 90 degrees.
Yeah,
Make sure
and then if for experts, you can put the finger
up
on the
well.
top, you know?
Thank you, Santi.
Cheers, thank you so much. Thank you so much, enjoy.